What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Rainslick 4. So, today, instead of going after Cthulhu straight off, I figured I would try and look for other areas where I can kind of strengthen myself up a little bit first, so I'm a little more prepared for taking on Cthulhu. So, I rediscovered this cave, and we're gonna look around for, hopefully, things that will help us kill things. Living nuke. Wow, that's a lot of HP. In that case, let's get Brodent in. I guess I should probably get Nigirichu in here as well. So, one other thing that it occurred to me I could probably do that would most likely be a good idea is just buy more potions. So, one or two of those attempts that I made on Wasabi, on Cthulhu last time around, could maybe have been salvaged if I had not run out of potions. So, in that interest, what I might do, well, what I will do before I try and take him on again, is just go back to town and upgrade my quantity of potions. And that should hopefully help a little bit. Another thing I'm gonna attempt is the Infinitoad has the ability Forced Empathy. Wow, was that Inferno that did like 2,000 damage? Wow, these guys don't take much damage from magic. At least not the magic that I used. Interesting. In that case, let's switch out. So anyways, I want to see how effective Forced Empathy actually is. Because that can kind of function as a secondary damage over time effect if it goes well. If I use that on, like, Cthulhu or something, then maybe that can help take him down while I'm dealing with his other two friends. Because the Infinitoad, obviously, he taunts, so a lot of the attacks should be on him. But then at the same time, the issue that I have with that fight is in the form of Tentacular more than anything else. So, I guess we'll see. But for now, this battle's taking forever because these guys, they're really resistant against magic, but now that I got some of my physical damage dealers, or at least my best physical damage dealer on the field, hopefully that should help things a little bit. Oh, I used 2 potions on the Brodent by accident. Even Dive Bomb didn't do that much. I honestly did not expect this to be that hard a fight. If I can take one of them down, then the other one shouldn't be too hard to kill. God, that nuke. That frickin' nuke. And now I'm out of potions again, so that's a thing. Interrupt him. Kill him. Switch the Coral Golem for someone who's alive. Say Vendor. Switch the Infinitoad for Twisp. And try and keep him interrupted. Oh, okay. Ow. Well, I should be in a much better situation to take this guy on now. Hopefully he should die. Wind missile? I guess I used that by accident. I knew I did something by accident, I wasn't sure what. So this guy should hopefully die? Yeah. That was a lot harder than I expected. Well, depending on how much that... Assuming that's more powerful than the briquettes, that might go a long way. If that kind of buffs up the power of his Inferno a whole bunch. So we've got... Well, we'll just take this guy on. Thomas Rex. Okay. Let's go with something like that. Ouch. I did not use fake cigar yet. Interrupt. Interrupt isn't super effective, but it's something. Beaconomics? I haven't used Beaconomics in a long time. I'll leave the healing to the vendor. I'll switch to Controlled Burst now. Fire's not super effective. I'm kind of wondering if maybe it would be better to switch Groshifon off to a different element. It might be a good idea to use wind instead of fire or water against Cthulhu, but I'm not quite sure. None of these attacks seem to be doing quite as much damage as I would have hoped against this dinosaur fellow. It's kind of annoying how when you look at an enemy... Oh, he does have one weakness. I thought he had none, but it's really annoying looking at an enemy and then it's saying 0 weaknesses, and 0 weaknesses really means he's resistant to like everything. Well, if Flame Seer isn't doing much, then maybe I should just switch Groshifon out. Maybe Philosophly? The enemies in this cave are ending up being a lot harder than I expected, but they're not unmanageably hard. Like, this guy's killing me, but he shouldn't... doesn't seem like he has the ability to kill me faster than I can revive. So all my damage over time, things should eventually be able to take him out. So much for that interrupt. Let's try Berry. It's really that damage is starting to hurt so much, though. I honestly kind of wonder if... I don't really know if enemies actually get faster over time. It kind of seems like they do. Berry does decent damage, I guess. No potions left. Switch vendor out. Switch for Coral Golem. Wait. Did he just die from bleed or something? I thought you couldn't die from damage over time effects. Another Brave Lychee. Let's use this one on Grouchathon. He seems like he needs a little bit of help these days. Okay, so let's get Nagirichu in here. And maybe leave it at that? Yeah, sure. Try and buff the Philosophly. Maybe buff it again? Or something? In a way, I'm kind of treating this area, not this area, but these fights in a kind of a way to kind of think of if there's a better way to take on Cthulhu, because it should be pretty obvious, but I'm kind of obsessing over that fight now that I wasn't able to beat it. I'm just like scouring my mind for better ways to take him on, more efficient ways to get out large amounts of damage without getting myself killed first. A lot of it comes down to the stun that he does at the beginning of the fight. It makes it kind of hard, because it very much starts you off on the wrong foot. Megman and Salamandros. I think I can keep the same party here. Not gonna bother poisoning. I guess maybe I shouldn't have used the same party, because the Brodent doesn't have all that much use here. I guess part of the thing about the way this game works is it just feels like so many things take so long to get up and running that a lot of times it feels like you can't really get all the things going that you need to in quick enough succession. Which I guess is kind of the point, but it's kind of annoying. He's very much dead, as is he. That's cool. And we can just take this guy out. Die now, Plix. Okay, thanks, bye. Pursue your true self. Interesting. Big stat boost for 1 turn. Weird. And $10,000! Whoa, what the heck? It's like Monochrome Gabe. Monochrome Party. Somehow I feel like if I was having trouble against Cthulhu, these guys are not going to go especially, like, all that much better. But regardless, let's give it a shot. I think I'm going to go, like, this. Let's just start with Innocent Punishment. Try and get AoE out as fast as possible here. It's kind of funny because the actual characters, I guess they're called trainers, they don't actually fight in this game. And yet that is who we are fighting against. Why did that triple tap stun? Is that an ability I don't have yet? That I will have eventually? Let's get positive thinking up. Ow. That was a good chunk of damage, though. And Chortle. I don't remember learning that. I guess I probably learned that when I used the Brave Lychee on Jim. Or not Jim, Groshifon here. This is falling apart somewhat quickly. Ow. Yeah, I think this fight is very much over. But I guess I can still try. Ow! Well, I killed one of them! That's another fight to come back to, I think. Don't really feel like I stood much chance against them. So, I guess the question then remains... Are there any other places left for me to explore? I honestly, once again, cannot remember. For the time being, though, I can probably stop off here. Looking for the shop. Where is the shop? That is not the shop. Is it over here? There's the shop. Get some more potion uses here. I guess I maxed that out. So, the question I suppose at this point is, as far as I can tell, I have 3 challenges left to do here. I have Monochrome Party, I have Dr.Blood, and I have Cthulhu. At first impression, it doesn't seem like I'm immediately capable of doing any of them. But if those are all that's left, then my assumption would be that it just means I need to adjust my strategy to something a little bit more suited for each individual case. Like, I guess with the perfect strategy and a bit of luck, they all seem like they're kind of within reach. But the question then becomes, which one do I do first? But I can't help but feel like I'm missing something. Like there's an area I haven't gone through yet, or something to that effect. I really wish I could go to this place. I don't know what this place is, and for some reason it won't let me land here. So that's kind of annoying. But I think that maybe to close this episode out, what I might do is give Dr. Blood, or Dr. Missing Blood, or whatever his name is, up here another shot. The party I want to use for that. Brodent has to be present. And aside from that, I should go with... where's Groshifon? Groshifon. I think Mr. Beaks? So I'll give you a shot. before I start interrupting him hardcore, I think I'll get... Should I just use Squeezy Cheese first? I'll just skip straight to Poison. I feel as though that's probably going to be important. Because he can't start doing damage to me straight off. I mean, he can, but like his damage isn't, from the get-go, isn't so high that he's gonna start killing me right away. I say as he starts killing me right away. So yeah, the addition of Nagirichu to this setup should be pretty useful. So obviously he can do tons of damage, and if I can just get myself into the groove that I was in last time I tried to fight this game, where I was just barely able to interrupt like every single one of his attacks, then I feel like we're going to be okay. But as it stands, I'm certainly not in that groove. Okay, this looks like he's still a little bit faster than me. That Flame Sphere, why is it doing so little damage? I'm pretty sure it was doing more damage last time. What do you say? This is... somehow I'm doing significantly worse than I did last time even. And it's kind of annoying. I mean, I feel like last time I did better than I had any right to do. But at the same time, I should totally be doing better this time than I did last time, and I'm not. And I don't know why. Okay, I finally managed to freaking interrupt him. And he, like, sped way out in front of me. Why is he so fast? This could definitely be going better. But he is half dead, so I mean, maybe I'm doing a little bit better than I thought I was. Now, is there someone who would be better served to be in this party than Mr. Beaks? Maybe if I switch him out for Vendor, that might be handy. I wonder if that'd be useful to use on him. No. Sure, why not? Try and interrupt? Okay. I wish I knew why Groschiphon was not doing more damage than he is. I could swear that last time he was doing around 3,000. Try and interrupt with an interrupter. Okay, that worked. I guess the issue with why I wasn't interrupting him before was because maybe he's using a different attack now. Maybe he's trying to wind up that big attack that just annihilated me. Maybe I can't get into that groove until he starts using that attack. That could make sense. But that also means that I'm probably about to die. Because I don't know that I have enough to actually take him out before my interrupts get inefficient enough that he's finally able to cast that attack. I guess we will find out the answer to that question soon enough. That stun seems to actually have worked out quite well for me. Drown. Another interrupt. These are getting pretty close here. Okay, so can I do 9,000 damage without using... I guess let's do this. Well, that didn't push him all the way back to the command line. I guess it's time to just start spamming interrupts. Don't have many interrupters left, though. It's down to the wire. Come on. Oh, so close. Wait, Vendor survived. I win. Oh my god. How'd I do that? Oh my god. Whew. Well, that was a little too close for comfort. But I did get finally a bunch of experience. So Mr. Beaks learned Dread. Twisp learned Devourer, or Devolver. Groshifon learned Elemental Mastery. That's interesting. Acid Rain, Rager, Sekai Sen. Wow. Pretty much everyone learned something. And now I have Dr. MissingNo as a trainer, who is basically just Dr. Blood, which is hard to complain about that. So yeah, I guess I managed to take down one of the challenges that was stumping me. So we will try some of the other stuff on the next episode of Let's Play Rainslick 4. Catch you later.